Fishing jigs for smallmouth bass in a river are great. Great ways to target fish. Obviously, the tube fishing is perfect. If you notice on my tube, and I do cover sections of this, you can see the actual bend in the tube. That, I think, gives me the best action out of my tube as opposed to it being straight. I get the best swimming action. In cold water, I really rely upon hair, rabbit hair. This happens to be on a football jig. Anytime I fish in March, April, rabbit hair jigs will excel. On the hair front, you can also go with bucktail hair. I actually hand tie my own bucktail hair. This happens to be on a 1/4 ounce, but I can also use an 1/8 ounce. Any of those darker colors, black, olive, brown, do really well for me. However, it's important to note that I also will use loud colors, especially if it's muddy water. I'll go into your chartreuses, your oranges. Then, of course, it's always safe to have some whites and some blues. This happens to be, a little marabou tail. I even have some of my spinnerbait skirts. When I'm looking for a big giant pig in the spring, I'll use my spinnerbait skirts on a 1/4 ounce lead head. Some of the new interesting ways of fishing jigs, like on a shaky head here, I'm a big fan of using Senkos or Senko style worms in the river because of the fact that it looks like a hellgrammite. And hellgrammites are prevalent in most of these rivers on the northeast portion of the country. This happens to be rigged on a shaky head, and we can very quickly and easily just fish these jigs on bottom. When do they excel? In my opinion, 3 cases. In the wind, on a windy day, usually that signifies a high pressure system. When fish are less active, I will actually come in and fish a jig in bottom. Fall patterns. Fall patterns jigs are awesome, and here's why. The bite in the fall, September, October, tends to be in the afternoon. And when we're fishing at 10 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock midday, fish aren't as susceptible to chase lures and chase spinnerbaits and chase stick shaddons or palas. But you can slow down, take your jig of choice, and fish very methodically and slowly all of these holes. And that's in fact what we're going to do here. We're actually going to fish jigs in some deeper holes off the main current. I try them all, let the fish dictate what they want to hit. My first #1 jig in the fall will be a tube. In the spring, it's going to be hair of some sort.